Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody doing pretty good. Again, I know some of y'all are at work, so but I'll save this on here for y'all. Where is it at? So this is what I wanted to talk about today. I've been getting a few questions in regards to this, and by the way, thank y'all for the questions. That shows me that y'all are paying attention and that you're interested in learning about your rights and learning about how to protect your rights. You got to read these cases, man, and you have to know how to do this paperwork because attorneys are not going to go in there and argue some of this stuff. Excuse me, they're just not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Give me a second, y'all. Let me make sure the volume is okay. I'm gonna take the microphone cord out and put it back in just to make sure it's okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me go back and check. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good can you hear me? Give me a number. Just let me know that you can hear me. I'm gonna come back and check the chat in a second. Oh. Okay. Um. All right. Let me go back and check the chat. 10. Okay. I got 110. Okay. Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all don't mind, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Okay. Somebody says a 5. Gary says it's good. Hunt says a 5. I'm not really sure what the issue is with the sound, y'all. To be honest with you, I have no idea. Let me see if it might be something in OBS. So let me check. Mike. No, it don't look like it's the mic. Look like it's pretty good, the microphone, unless which one is this one? Mic 2, aux mic. I mean the mic is. I'm guessing it's good. I don't know. Desktop audio. What's that? I think it's good, y'all. I'm not really sure. But what I'll do is I guess I'll come up closer to the microphone, or I'll pick it up and actually put it to my mouth, so y'all can hear me. Hopefully that'll be, hopefully that'll work. All right. I am using Bluetooth headset, and you're sitting next to me. First off, good morning, y'all. Good morning. This is I mean, you can ask other questions that are not relevant to draft class, and I'll answer them if I can. But right now, I just want to focus on the Q&A for draft class. All right. So essentially, what we'll be doing for draft class, y'all, is I'm trying to get y'all into the habit of the basic procedure and for filing a motion. All right. And this is, to be honest with you, this right here is the basic procedure to filing a motion. All right. First, we're going to go over, in draft class, we're going to go over the format of a motion to dismiss. I only want to focus on a motion to dismiss because I believe that that particular motion is short. Majority of the times it should be short. It's not as complex as the other motions, and I think people will really catch on to it really quick. Um, so that's why I wanted to focus on that one. Now, as class progresses, throughout the next 6 days or whatever, and you feel like that, you understand, how to draft a motion to dismiss, um, then we can go on to another motion or something like that. But always ask questions. All right, always ask questions. That's why I only limited it to 10 people because I don't want a lot of people in there. Because I don't think I don't think that I would be able to have well, let me rephrase that. I don't think that I would be able to teach a quality class if I had more than 10 people. That's why I only want 10. And if you feel like if you miss out on it this time, then we'll do it again, 2 weeks later or a week later or something, whatever after that. Um, we'll go from there. But first, we're going to focus on the format of the motion, how it's supposed to look. And I'm going to give you my preference on how it's supposed to look. You can do yours. You might not like something that I do in my paperwork, which is fine. You can do it your way, but make sure that you at least follow this procedure right here. Number two, and number two and number three, because it's going to always be substance over form. It doesn't matter what you title the motion. It matters what are you asking for within the motion. So first, like I said, we're going to go over the format of the motion. That'll be the title, where the court goes, the parties go, the case citation, not the case citation, but the case number, and then you title the motion. Then number two, the authority for bringing the motion. So what do I mean by authority for bringing the motion? I mean rule of procedure. So let's say there may not be a rule that says you can bring a motion. Does that mean you can't bring a particular motion? No, that does not mean that. There may be a statute, there may be a case law or an amendment of the federal state constitution. You know what I'm saying? So always, always, I'm gonna say about 99% of the time, always bring a motion by a rule. If not a rule, a statute, not a statute. If you can't find a statute, a case law. If you can't find a case law, you can bring it under the due process clause of the federal and state constitution, depending on what it is, depending on what type of motion it is. For example, if they make vague and conclusory so-called allegations in their so-called criminal complaint against you, then you can file a motion to dismiss based on the fact that that complaint is legally insufficient as a matter of law because it's vague and it's conclusory, and there are no facts in support of how this officer came to the reasonable conclusion that you resisted arrest, a lawful arrest, that you resisted, that you committed the offense of disorderly conduct, something like that. All right. I think part three right here, number three. I think this will take majority of the time up to do because this is the merits in support of your motion to dismiss. So what do I mean by that? When I say the merits, I mean the grounds, aka the reasons in support of your motion to dismiss. And in order for you to learn that, you're gonna have to read cases. That's what you're gonna have to do. All right. So I'll have some cases for you. I'll go ahead and do some research. I'm gonna try to keep it keep the case, not make sure the case isn't so complex. Just try to keep all this stuff simple, and then we can go from there. But this stuff is not hard. It might take you a little time, or it might not take you any time. You know what I'm saying? But I think as long as you have somebody to help you and guide you on the right track, um, this will speed up your learning process because this took me years. Like, I'm not joking. This took me. It clicked for me probably um maybe almost 10 years ago. It clicked for me. Almost 10, or let me see, what year is this? Yeah, it's been almost 10 years when it finally clicked for me. It's almost 10 years. But I just started reading cases and I never gave up. I read a lot of cases, and I mean a lot, and I never gave up, and it just clicked. And all of this stuff is the same. I'm not joking, y'all. All of this stuff is the same. Number four, the prayer for relief for the motion to dismiss. That's pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? You might say something like, wherefore plaintiff respectfully demands in the interest of justice, this case be dismissed um, with prejudice or something like that. That's the prayer for relief or whatever. The court, you're basically asking the court to grant the motion, so-called court anyway. And a certificate of service. The certificate of service is just something stating that you have complied with due process, whereby you have furnished, or you have made available, or you have taken the necessary reasonable steps to ensure that the opposing party gets a copy of your motion to dismiss, if that makes sense. Let me go back and check the chat. All right. Good morning, focus. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. As the sound was good on TV with normalization on, but sounds low at times on the phone with earphones for me. But I can deal with it. Okay. Focus says I sound far away. I have the microphone probably about maybe 5 or 6 inches away from my mouth right now. So I'm not really sure what the issue is regarding that. Um, Let me go back. And this is pretty much it, y'all. This is all you're gonna have to go through for every single motion. I don't care if it's a motion for summary judgment, a motion for judgment on the pleadings, a motion to suppress, a motion for a more definite statement, a motion to strike, a motion for leave of court. I don't care what it is. It's the same thing. I don't care if it's a writ. If it's a writ of certiorari, a writ of arrest, a writ of prohibition, a writ of quo warranto. I don't care what it is. All of this stuff is the same. It's all this. And what I'm saying is the procedure is the same. It's all the same. The format is a little different, but the procedure is all the same. All the same. So that's pretty much how draft class is gonna work. There will be plenty of time for you to ask questions. All right, so make sure you ask questions. Please ask questions. I encourage you to ask questions during class, because I don't know what you need to know. I don't know what you don't know. So that's why I'm I'm just hoping you ask questions. Please ask questions. After class is over with, I think I'm gonna require that everybody who attended class draft on their own a motion to dismiss, and I'm gonna give you a week to do it. Give you 7 days to do it. I think you can do that within a week, and then you can email it to me, and we'll go over it. We can go over it online, for everybody else to see, or we can do it privately. It's however y'all want to do it. All right. But after the class is over with, I mean, additionally to after the class being over with, um, if you want a copy of it, if you attended the class, you'll get a copy of it free. All right. I'm not gonna charge y'all for that. But if you didn't and you want a copy of it, you can purchase it. I don't really know what the price is gonna be yet, but I'm gonna try to make it affordable. All right. I don't want this stuff to be too expensive, but um, I really just would advise y'all to just come to class, because like you might purchase the video and you might not get a question answered that you wanted. You might not get an answer to the question that you want, because the question was never asked. That's why I'm saying come to class. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Gary, I need to call you today. I'm glad you asked that, Gary. 'Cause I need to call you today, because I'm going to cut grass tomorrow. Peace, God. What's good? What's good? Um, that's pretty much it so far. That's how draft class is gonna work. All right, but I'm gonna there's gonna be a lot of screen sharing, so you probably you're gonna see me from time to time in class, but majority of the time, I'm gonna be doing this right here, which is screen sharing. And then I'm gonna pull up cases. I'll read cases too. I don't care how many times I have to read these cases. All right, or the citations within the cases, because that's really the most important part. Sometimes the merits of the case are important too, but the citations. Um, and that's pretty much it. This live is not gonna be. Hopefully, it's not gonna be long. But that's pretty much it. That's why I had to come on and just answer a few questions. But if y'all if you don't have any more questions, let me know. I can go ahead and end the live. But I'm waiting on y'all to just ask questions in regards to draft class. So we'll be screen sharing a lot. Um, I'm going to require y'all in class to just get the format down. Once you get the format down, then we can move on to step two. All right. These two steps are pretty easy. They're fairly easy. Format one and the number one and two, they're pretty much simple. They're simple. Like I said, number three is where we're going to spend a lot of time, which is okay. That is completely fine with me. All right, that's completely fine. If you're new to this whole area, some of this stuff is going to confuse you because you're learning another language. You're learning legalese, so you need to learn how to speak their slang. You know how different races around the world have their own slang for talking to each other. All right, well that's what this is. Legalese is their slang, and you need to learn their slang. That's what you need to do. So you're going to need a law dictionary. If you don't have one, I have about three or four of them in PDF format. So I can send you some if you need them. But that's pretty much it, y'all. It's very simple, very very simple. None of this stuff is hard. Um, this once you learn how to draft a motion, you'll learn how to draft anything else because all of it is the same. The format will be a little different, but that's it. That's it. I'm gonna go over the details for the not the details, but free game says I don't have any according to the class. What do you mean free game? I'm a little confused as to what you're saying. What do you mean? All right, let me go. What is this? Uh, let's go to YouTube. I'm gonna go over the details for the class again. I'll be doing this from time to time until it starts. All right, where are we? Community, right here. All right, the details are gonna be down here. Where are we at? All right, right here. These are the details for the class. I'll read it. Excuse me. If you want to attend draft class next month, send me a $50 deposit via Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal, plus the transaction fee. I'm not responsible for the transaction fee, y'all. Then email me. Once the deposit is made, I will email you a registration link. All right, the deadline for full payment is May 18th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. The total cost of the class is $200. I don't think that's expensive. I think that's affordable. I actually think I should be charging more, but I don't really do this for the money. I need help. I cannot litigate all these cases by myself. I cannot read all these cases by myself. I cannot help everybody who contact me by myself. I can't do it, y'all. It's impossible. I cannot do it. Let me go over where's the flyer at to give you a little bit more details on it. So here's the flyer for draft class. It's gonna start May 20th, and it's gonna go to the 22nd and the 24th. So it's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be a 6-day, 18-hour class. That means we're going to do, it's going to be 3 days out of the week for 3 hours. We're going to do that for 2 weeks. So it's going to be 3 days out of these. It's going to be 3 days each out of the 2 weeks. I'm only going to take 10 people, like I've already stated. I don't want a lot of people in there. And if I have to do another, I'll do another class after that. With 10 new people if I have to. And just so on and so forth, because you need to learn this stuff. This is how you are losing, because you don't know your rights. You don't know how to do paperwork. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore. How are you? How are you going to claim that you are sovereign when you don't know what your rights are? You don't know how to litigate. You don't know how to argue the case. You don't know how to do nothing, but you want to say that you're sovereign. A sovereign knows how to do all of that. A sovereign is not dependent on anybody else for nothing, generally speaking. But you need to learn how to do this stuff, man. It's your responsibility. Everybody is presumed to know the law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So you need to know what your rights are. And that's what I'm going to teach you. First, we're going to start just by drafting the paperwork. And then you're going to have to read the cases, because I cannot litigate your case for you. I can't do that. Y'all already know how these people are. They're not going to let me come over there. And then even if I could, I'm not coming over there where you are for free. That is crazy that people actually, there are some people that want me to help them litigate their entire case for free. Like I don't have a family to take care of, like I don't have bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with people, but you should not expect something of value in exchange for nothing. You shouldn't do that. All right. These are the details. I mean, I really don't know what else to say. Let me see if I missed something. Yeah. This is the PayPal right here. You can send it there. This is, I mean, not the PayPal. This is the Cash App right here. You can send that there. This is the PayPal right here. Make sure you cover the transaction fee. If you don't want to do that, we can use Zelle. I recommend everybody to use Zelle if you can, because there's zero transaction fee for you and me in Zelle. So if you need it, just let me know, and we can just go from there. Let me go back and check the chat. Uh, I don't have any according to the class. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I never use. I pray for relief. That a religious belief, no one shall give them a title. You're asking someone that's not higher than God to do something. I agree with that, Gary, but I don't want to get into the technicality of it. But I do agree with you. You don't have to title it prayer prayer for relief. You can title it demand for relief or demand of relief, something like that. I mean, you're entitled to it, so why not demand it? So I understand. Um, if you run out of time for a de novo, use a voir dire. These are for the people. Void. Do you mean void deer? Let me see what void deer. I've never heard of that term before. Hold on. I'm working not spelled correctly. F autocorrect. Oh, okay, okay. So I guess that's a void deer or something like that. I think that's what you meant. I think that's what you meant. I think that's what you meant. I've been all that, like, for maybe about 2 or 3 hours yesterday. I was researching cases in regards to child support, and in regards to the principle that once you deprive a parent of their custody or whatever you want to call it, through no fault of their own, then they are relieved from the duty to support. I was researching cases, and there are cases. They really get this stuff from England and Great Britain, if I'm not mistaken, based on the research that I've done. But they brought it over here because obviously that's where some of these people came from. Well, that's where a lot of the people who came to this country, or so-called founded this country. Yeah. Anyway, um, the oldest case that I've seen that mentions it is 1807, and then there's another one out of it's I think it's out of South Carolina or it's either Connecticut. I think it's Connecticut. It's 1808. But there are a lot of good old cases. And I'm gonna show y'all this folder because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be gathering all of these cases together. So right here, I called it Historic Principles of Fundamental Rights of Parents and Child Support. I'm probably gonna rename it or something like that. But these are all the cases. I don't know how many cases. It's probably about 70 in here. But these are all the cases that I was just researching. I did a cursory review. I did not read all these cases. I read two of them yesterday. And this is why I need help. I cannot do this by myself. I can't. It is impossible for me to do this by myself. This is extremely overwhelming. So I need help. What we got? And these let me go back to that folder. These cases, this is from all over the country. That's because this is a principle. It is from all over the country. There was a the in regards to child support and taking care of your kid and stuff like that. That's under common law. That's a common law remedy. All right. It's in an old 1808 case. Let me see if that case is on here. I know it when I see it. Is it this one? I think it's a Massachusetts case. Is it that one? It's either Massachusetts or it's um South Carolina. I don't think it's that one. Let me see if it's this one. No, this one ain't it. But this was a good case too. But no, this one ain't it. It's this case right here. It's the 1808 case. It's this one. Yeah, this is the case that I read yesterday. That's kind of why it's looking like that. But this is a common law remedy. Supreme Court of Heirs. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's this one right here. I think it starts about right here and then it goes up. Let me make this a little bigger. I'm gonna read it right quick and then I'm gonna get on off here. I'm gonna get off here in a minute. Um, Let me make sure this is it. Yeah, okay. The other ground, I know this is probably going to be a little confusing because I'm just reading something that I want y'all to see. I'm not reading the whole case. The other ground of objection to our action is equally untenable. Before that objection can prevail, it must be shown not only that this case is within the statute, but that the statute furnishes the only remedy. But we contend, first, that the statute does not relate to infant children at any rate. It creates the duty only to adult children. As to infants, it is only in aid of the common law. It certainly does create the duty as to them, for the obligation to support infant children is a common law duty enforced by an action of common law. And then these are all of the authorities in support of that. The action was at common law, but the English statute is substantially like ours, blah, blah, blah. But this is the old case. These are some really good cases. This stuff is extremely old. And I think this case is probably over 200 years old. It might be a little bit older than that. Let me see. This is 1808. And I think, what is it? This is allegedly 2024. So, 1808. This case is 216 years old. They've been new about this stuff, man. Let me see. I'm sorry, somebody sent me an email. But yeah, these are some great cases, some great cases, and this is where they get this stuff from. This is exactly where they get it from. But anyway, let me go back to the chat. Let me close this out because I don't want to get off topic. Let's go back to the chat. I used the man jail. Okay. Let's go back here. Before I'm gonna get off here in a second, y'all. But I gotta do this. If you haven't already and you would like to support the channel, join one of these. I would really appreciate it. Juror members, I don't care if you do that. It's 99 cents. Um, and let me see what else. Because if you join this, you'll have access to these videos right here. I just uploaded 2 more today, but these videos right here. Let me go to well, yeah. Let's go to oldest to popular. See if well, that's not. They're not gonna do it like that. All right. What is it? Is this part 1? This is part 2. This is part 1. This is part 2. This is part 3, and this is part 4. All right. This seminar. This is the seminar that taught me how to sue the police. All right, but there's about maybe 18 or 19 of these videos, and each of them are over an hour long. So I'm gonna take my time and upload them on here. But this is for members only. All right. This seminar also comes with an ebook because the guy who made the seminar, he also made an ebook. And the ebook is like 500 and something pages. That's not it. Let me go back. But it's a great ebook. He put a lot of time and energy in this stuff, man. A whole lot. This is is this his complaint? Plaintiff's motion for summary judgment against all Northridge defendants. So this is a real case. He sued a lot of people, a lot of them, and they deserved it based off what I know about the case. They deserved it. But I'm not sure what the docket is going to say, and I advise you not to trust a court docket or anything that is regarding a pro se litigant because these people are not. And I'm of the opinion that they're not honorable men and women, so they're not going to give you, in my opinion, a meaningful consideration of the merits of your case, and they're not going to properly dispose of your case in a manner that's mandated by due process. They're just not going to do that if the case is controversial, something like that, which should not even play a factor into why that they do what they do, but that's what they do. Um, so I don't really know. I would have to go back. This is an old case. I think it's from like the 90s. Yeah, it looked like 92. So this is it's an old case. It's probably about 30 some years old. This is the guy, the plaintiff. This is his seminar. All right, this is his seminar. I'm not charging you for this seminar, but you are going to pay me for my time. He who seeks equity must do equity. All right. If you don't want to join the membership, that's cool. That's fine. If you have Dropbox, send me $3. All right, cash out me $3, PayPal, whatever. I don't care. You are going to pay me for my time. I will Dropbox you all of this information, this ebook, and the seminar. Let me show you the seminar. All right, these are all audio recording seminars. All right, I think it goes to 19, maybe 18, 19. Let's see, 18. Looks like 18, I think. Yeah. So this is about 30 hours, or close to 30. I know it's over 20 hours. And I can't email it, so you're gonna need a Dropbox or something like that. But if you want this information, just let me know and contact me. It's not mine. That's why I'm not charging for it. But you are gonna pay me for my time. But this is not my information. This is how I learned how to sue the police. This is what got me 5 figures in my settlement. Uh, and the 4D child support is 100 contract. You do not have signed any orders due to not being a contract. Let me see. What was the website that houses the Supreme Court decisions of each state? I think you're talking about this website right here. I think you're talking about this one. If so, it's going to be let me give you that link. I'm gonna type it in the chat. I think you're talking about this right here. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the link. It's case.law. That's the name of the website. It's case.law. That I don't think. Let me see if that link is nah. It's not gonna work. All right. But that's the website, and you go on there. I guess I'll show you. I was doing some research, but let me see because I'm trying to find cases that prove that even though we already know this stuff, but I want cases to substantiate it to explain it better to people. That these are corporations and they're private contractors. So I'm trying to find cases relating to that. But right here, so see this? This is the link right here. That's what they call it old.case.law right now because they're getting ready to change the site. But what is this? Is that a Northern Marine? I didn't even know that was a whatever. What is this? Alaska? Okay, this is Alaska. So let's say we're just gonna click on some random. What is this? This is Iowa. So we'll click on Iowa. If you look over, like right over here, look over here once I hit Iowa. It'll tell you the reports, the number of cases, federal, state, all that stuff, man. And you click on it, it's gonna go straight to Iowa. All right. Um, these are all Iowa cases right here. I know this doesn't say Iowa, but it's an Iowa case. And these cases go all the way back to it looks like 1839. So you would click Iowa, whatever, and these are all the volumes right here. So let me go back. There's one Massachusetts. Massachusetts has some history, y'all. That thing go back to like the 1700s. I think the oldest case, look at this, 1768. That is a lot of cases. I think they have almost 500 volumes of just nothing but cases. There's one down here. It goes from 1761 to 1776. So the oldest, look at this. This is from the 1600s. How do you have cases from 1600s, man? Look at this, 1671. Let me see how many volumes they got on here. Well, they only have 2 volumes. These are some old cases, but look at all these cases in here. It's from Massachusetts. Let me click on something. Let's go here. Just click on something random and see what we get. PDF file. It's 5 pages. This is extremely old. Man, that's crazy that they have cases on here that old. That's why you need to go and read. This is where they're getting all their stuff from, y'all. When I say they, I'm talking about these attorneys. This is where they're getting their stuff from. Right here. Let me go back to the Massachusetts volume because I want y'all to see the Massachusetts Supreme Court volume that thing is long. Right here. They have a lot of volumes. Look at this. They have 477 volumes. There's probably 200 cases in each of these volumes, or at least 100 in each of these volumes. That is crazy. Look at this. Look at all these cases. These are cases. Each of these are separate cases. Y'all think I'm about to read all? No, I'm not about to read all. No, I can't. That's impossible. This is just one volume. We're not doing that. That's why I need help. All right. So, do anybody have any questions before I leave? 'Cause I don't plan on being on here long today. Any questions before I leave in regarding to the class, draft class? Oh boy. Somebody has sent me an email. Let me see. Any questions, y'all? 'Cause I'm about to get off here. I got some stuff to do around the house today. Any questions, y'all? Any questions? So I'm about to get off. All right. If y'all have any questions, this video is going to be uploaded. Ask all of your questions relating to the class on this video if you don't mind, and I'll answer them whenever I get some time to. I'm about to go ahead and get off here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, if you don't mind, please go ahead and join my juror member section. I have 2,000 and I think 70 something subscribers, and I think I just hit 10 memberships or something like that, which is good. So I'm happy for myself. 99 cents, y'all. Y'all mean to tell me I'm not worth $1? That's crazy. And I don't even get the whole dollar. I think I get like 70 cents. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Um, I'll probably be live a little later this week. I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Everybody enjoy your day. Supreme Litigant is out. Peace.